Blaine from Actualize Sports and Fitness. We're coming to you today with a dumbbell endurance strength circuit. So there's a lot of dynamics to your energy system, from being aerobic to being anaerobic and everything in between. Today, endurance strength is our focus. In other words, we want you to be strong and to be able to endure, whether you are a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior. So we've got a lot of movements today. The point of today is for you to do all of these moves with meticulous form, pushing the weight, but also keeping that heart rate up. And we actually have a little bit of a challenge for you. We want to see how many rounds you can conduct in 30 minutes. So this is how we want you to do this. We want you to walk through these movements with me as I teach you proper form first. Then you're going to grab 2 dumbbells that you can conduct doing every single one of these movements with, and then you're going to go ahead and get started. And if you are one of those competitive folks, we'd love for you to share at the end how many rounds you're able to get through. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. I'm going to walk you through each move, starting with movement 1. Our first movement is a dumbbell anterior loaded reverse lunge with a push press, and we're doing 5 per side. So I'm going to get into an anterior load with my palms facing one another. We're going to get a reverse lunge down, and we're going to get 5 on one side, 2, 5 on the other. Notice I'm pushing my head through the window at the top. I'm not leaving it out here out in front of myself, and I'm going to get 5 on the other. Gently touching my knee at the bottom, keeping a nice upright shin up front, using the power of my legs to help me with that press overhead. All right, that was movement 1. We're going to move on to movement 2, which is a dumbbell RDL into bicep curl. So this is a hinging movement down below. We're going to have a slight bend in our knees, feet just outside shade of our shoulders. What we're going to do is we're going to slightly bend those knees, shoulder blades activated back. I'm going to push those hips to the back wall. There's my Romanian deadlift down. I stand at the top, and I'm going to get a conventional curl. 1. We're going to get 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, working that negative control down. Here we go. 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Okay, moving on to movement 3. This is a dumbbell bent over split stance row. So I'm going to hop into my split stance first. I'm going to fire on my back glute hamstring. I'm going to drop down gently. I'm going to bend over just over the top just a little bit. Squeeze my elbows to my ribs, and 1/1000. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to stand up, repeat on the other side. Split stance, back glute fired on, shoulder blades activated back, drop down gently, bent over position. Good. Squeeze at the top. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dropping our weights. Moving on. This is going to start getting a little evil. All right, our next is a dumbbell lateral lunge into a lateral shoulder raise. Bells are going to fall down this time. I'm going to land. I'm going to push my hips to the back wall as I load, absorb, decelerate, recoil. 1. Alternate. 1. 2. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Keeping that chest proud and that body upright. Really pushing those hips to the back wall. And 5. Woo! All right, our next movement here, we're going to get into a dumbbell Bulgarian split squat with a Zottman curl. So you're gonna need a bench for this one. You're gonna bring the top part of your back foot onto the bench. You wanna be distance away from the bench so you can evenly distribute your weight between your forward leg and the one that's grounded on the bench. Fire on your back glute hamstring. Shoulder blades activated back. We're gonna have an overhand posture with our grip. Drop. 1, elbow squeezed in. 1, 2, 3, get full depth. 4, and 5. Repeating on the other side. 1, 2, 3, control down, upright shin on the front leg. 4, elbows in, and 5. Moving on to our next movement. All right, we're halfway there, believe it or not. My heart rate's already up, and when you start cranking through these, you're gonna feel it. Moving on to movement 6. This is a dumbbell push-up into a renegade row, followed by as many Superman tricep extensions as you can get. All right, here we go. Push-up is going to be on the dumbbells. I'm gonna drop with my elbows at a 45-degree angle from my elbow to ribs. Renegade row up to my pocket 1. Keep my glute fired on. Don't turn the hips like this as I come up. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. Now, once we're done with our 5% there, we're gonna go immediately into that Superman tricep extension. You're gonna lose the weights. You're gonna get as many of these reps as you can. I'm gonna start you in a prone elbow plank. Shoulders are gonna be over your elbow. And we're going to press with the tricep extension focus, keeping our elbows in. 1, 2. If this gets too difficult, you start dropping your hips, I simply come down to my knees. Not to be confused with a press over the top like here. I'm out in front, working on that tricep extension. You're gonna get as many reps as you can there. All right, moving on to 7. One leg hip thrust with lateral leg whip. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells. I'm gonna go ahead and place these overhead. So single leg is gonna come down, I'm gonna come up, lateral leg whip out, back down. 1. 1, notice how as I come up, I keep my hips up as I come out, I don't drop these hips down. 3, 4, 5, switch. Glute fired on, get to the high point, all the way through the hip at the top. Feel that glute hamstring engaged down below, don't let the hip drop. One more. Keeping those dumbbells right over the tops of your shoulders. Moving on. Boy, they're starting to pile up now. Okay, we're gonna move into a dumbbell overhead sit-up. So what you're gonna have to do for this one is put yourself, or get yourself, where you can tuck your feet below something. So think sit-up, but the difference here is that we're gonna bring these dumbbells over the top of our head. So we're gonna start in a lying position, shoulders over the tops, dumbbells over the tops of our shoulders, and as we sit up, we're gonna pull our arms back. 1, 2, head through the window at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, getting challenged now. It's good. Okay, moving on. Moving into a dumbbell dead bug. Now for this movement, You're just going to use one of the dumbbells that you've been using. You're going to grab your dumbbell over the top of your head like so. You're going to get into what's called the dead bug posture. Feet up, there's your dead bug. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these arms just over the top of our shoulders. I don't want to see you way down into here. Stay on top of the shoulders. And we're going to bring our heel all the way to the ground on one side, blow out all of our air. And return after you've only blown out all of your air. 2. As you breathe, your rib cage is going to close down. You're going to feel that anterior core contraction. Good. One more. Woo! And drop. Okay. On the final stretch here. Okay. Moving next into a body weight anaerobic. This is going to be you hitting the deck in a burpee, jumping immediately up into a star jump, and then into a tuck jump. Now this is the part that is semi-evil. This is the piece where for 30 seconds, you're going to do as many of these as you can to skyrocket that heart rate into the anaerobic threshold right at the end. And we're going to follow that with a quick break. So I'm going to hit the deck. I'm going to pop immediately up into a star jump, into a tuck jump. Now if you can't touch your toes like that, it would look like this, right? Hit the deck, star, tuck. Hit the deck, star, tuck. And there you go. There is our evil dumbbell endurance strength complex. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you do this set of movements, we'd love to know how many rounds you can do in 30 minutes. Have a great day.